Here it is in a nutshell.
As the oligarchy that runs this country now is not primarily loyal to the United States. They do not care about the amount of damage they do to America. They don't care about the amount of damage they do to Americans. That's part of the system. Their primary loyalty is to their relationship to the Communist Chinese Party. That is their center of gravity. It's the source of their wealth, privilege, and prestige.
So keep connecting, if you would,
Yeah.
and I hope
Sure.
that again people will read this, because print is really the only medium that can fully explain a thesis as complex as yours. But I think you're right. So what else would connect to that point that you just made?
Well, I mean, the big thing is starting. I mean, one of the key dates is, of course, it starts with Henry Kissinger's and Richard M. Nixon's opening to China. But really, a big date is 1994, when Bill Clinton decided to de-link human rights and trade regarding China. Right, and the ambition, you hear people say all the time, we were hopeful that China would adopt more democratic policies. It was nonsense. The premier of China at the time was Jiang Zemin. This was the man who was catapulted to power after sending tanks into Tiananmen Square. So the American elite knew exactly what they were getting into. What they looked at an enormous, cheap labor pool, and they said, we're going to get rich. And that's precisely what happened. We are more than a quarter of a century along, and that's precisely what's happened. Now, one of the